Hey. So today we are in the last of the 9 centers. We're going to the root center. And this again is a pressure center. So this pressure center is all about drive, your ambition. It's about moving the collective forward with this driving energy of urgency to improve. It's, there goes the light. It's really about your adrenals, your adrenaline pumping, your getting shit done, really. So we've got this energy coming from the root center, pushing up through the emotions, pushing up through the intuition, pushing up through the life force energy, all trying to make their way up to the throat center, where we're going to express that energy and bring it into form. Right, so if you have your root center defined, it is going to process the information, process the energy in a consistent way. So depending on what gates you've got active there. So there, 1 second, because I do have a chart with the gates on. Right here. So there are 9 gates in the root center. If you have these 3 channels defined, you're going to have that former energy that I was talking about the other day. So that energy is going to be an overriding energy that flavors your whole life, right? I mentioned that I've got the 9 to the 52, which is all about the small things that are going to make impact. It's about being prepared. And so for me, as an unaware human operating without knowledge of this information, I was always planning, preparing, but never launching, right? So now that I know this information, I can be planning, I can be prepared, and then when I've processed through my emotional wave of the project that I want to start, then I can really get going and gain momentum, because I'm working with the energy and understanding what the energy is doing rather than flying blind like I had been doing for my life. So with that defined energy there, you're going to be processing the information, processing that energy in a consistent way. Now, the thing about the root center, it pulses on and off. So when the root center energy is on, you have got that drive to move forward. You've got that drive to get things going. You're there doing this. You're in it. You're in the game, right? When the root center has pulsed off, it's like you're turning up, but there is nothing in the tank. You just can't get what you want going, and your head will scream at you like you're a loser. What is wrong with you? You're not getting this done. You're here. You've got it all. What's up? The energy, your root pulse is off. It's okay. Take a break. Your body will tell you what's right for you. Your mind will try to trick you into behaving in a way that is considered socially acceptable, behaving in a way that will look good to other people but won't feel good to you. So it's really important to get to know your energy so that you are standing in your sovereignty, knowing this is me, this is what's going on with me, and I'm me. I don't need to please you. I don't need to perform for you, and you've got your expectations of me, but that sounds like a you problem. Don't be taking on other people's expectations. Sure, if you got a job to do, do the job. Like, I'm not saying don't do anything. What I'm saying is your energy is your wisdom. It's your body's wisdom, and it's a new thought. It might sound a little out there. It might sound a little woo, but what human design says is experiment. Give it a try. If your life is magnificent and magical and you have everything you want, I'm guessing you're not watching this video. Like, I'm not talking to you. Because if that is the case, then you're not looking for anything. But for me, it was always about, and it has been always about, like, how can I be better? How can I do more? Like, I was in that productivity mindset. I was all about the focus, the productivity, creating habits. That is aligned with my energy, but it didn't leave space for the nuance. It didn't leave space for, actually, Kelly, when the root pulse is off, there's nothing you can do. You're going to feel like in that world, outside of understanding your energy, you're going to feel like you're procrastinating, you're a loser, you are depressed. That's not the case. Your energy's just turned off. It's just not active at that time because it needs a rest. It needs a recharge. We are not energized bunnies designed to go, 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 go. Everything is happening in a cycle. Cycles of the world. We are going from summer into autumn. Then we're going to go into spring. No, we're not. We're going to go into winter. Then we're going to go into spring. Then we're going to come into summer again. And it's just the same with our bodies. We are all energy. And having that cycle, our root pulse is going to have a mini cycle. Our sacral pulse, our sacral center is going to be able to operate. It also needs a rest, but it's going to be able to get recharged by doing the things that we love. Now, we're not going to be on 24/7. If you don't have that sacral center defined for our projectors, our manifestors, and our reflectors, you are going to be working in spurts and then resting because you don't have access to that sacral energy. I feel like I've gone on a bit of a rant there, and this morning that energy just feels funky in the universe for me. So lots of things coming out. But I also want to come back to here, back to our topic. If you don't have your root center defined, then you don't have consistent access to that energy. And what it's going to feel like for you is that, well, you tell me if this sounds like you. If you don't have that root center defined, you always want to get things done. You always feel like there's pressure to get it done. There's always pressure to finish the task. You're always feeling like, I've got to get it done, got to get it done. And I need to be more productive. I need to have more things to do. I just want to do stuff. And that, again, is when we talked about the emotions and that solar plexus center and walking into a room and you can feel that emotion that's not yours, allowing that to pass through. It's the same with the energy of the root center. If you're feeling a sense of urgency to get things done and you don't have that defined center, let that pass through. Like, what would it feel like if I slowed down? Like, it's going to be uncomfortable. Learning is uncomfortable. Growth is uncomfortable. I like to say, well, there's a lot of sayings. I'm all about the sandpaper, right? It's going to be rough and then it's going to be smooth. It's going to be awkward before it's elegant, and diamonds, coal, pressure, that whole story. So the magic, this is a cool one. This is a cool one. The magic is in the mundane. So the stuff that is the grit, the work, the mundane, the awkwardness before the elegance, that's where the magic is. The magic isn't when it's done. The magic is in the doing, because that's who we become once we've done the do. We become the I am. Okay, more. There is more. When we look at the root center, so I mentioned that we've got the format energy in the sacral to the root. We've got this is some really cool energy, and it's energy about survival and improvement. So it's coming up to the spleen center being our oldest center, where we have our fight or flight instinct. We have our will to survive in there, and it's our primitive primal energy center. So when we come up here, we've got a channel of ambition. So we've got energy that's here that's like, I am going to become great. I'm going to do great things in this world, and I'm going to move myself forward. I'm ambitious, and that's what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to find the people that help me. This channel here has the energy of finding people to help you, like, oh yeah, let's go deep. So this is gate 54, is called the Marrying Maiden, and the story goes that The marrying maiden is an ancient Chinese story, and the emperor was unwell. She was a concubine, and she was going to be buried with the emperor when he died. She didn't like that idea. So she's like, okay, how can I change my destiny? So she went out into the, what would we call it? The court, you know, with all the people, not like the courtroom as in legal, but the court of the royal family. And she got friendly with the advisors, the astrologers, the people who had influence. And so she had found ways to help them, and in return they liked her and wanted to help her. So when the emperor died, she eventually became the empress, and she did not go down that path that was destined for her. And so she became the marrying maiden of gate 54, which has the energy of finding the people who can help you achieve your ambitions. Okay? That energy connects to gate 32, which is a gate of determination and just being able to do the work, take the steps to get you to where you want to go. So you've got the marrying maiden energy and the determination energy, which creates this ambitious channel. Then we have got the 28 to the 38, and that is called the channel of struggle. But what it's made up of is the 38 is a gate of a warrior. So that warrior is an energy of fighting for what you know is right. So with this energy moving from the root center, in the sense that we want to move the collective forward, move humanity forward, it's fighting for what's right, for what you believe is right, for what you believe is true. And the 28 comes from the spleen center, and that's the gate of struggle. So there is going to be this energy of struggle to overcome to get where we want to go in the truth, in the righteous way. Okay? And then so we've got 3 channels here. Then we've got the 58 to the 18. So we've got the 18 in the spleen. I'm mixing this up, going every which way. But the 18 of the spleen is like where we can see improvements, right? And it's kind of like comes out, if you don't know your energy, it can come out as this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, and it needs to be better, right? What its intention is, oh, we could improve this so that it's easier for everyone. We can improve this so that it's better for everyone. We can improve this by doing it a different way so that we're all moving forward harmoniously. Okay, so that's what it's wanting to say, the intention, but the delivery in the human form comes out a little different. So there is some wisdom that says don't bring this energy into your personal relationships. You know that it's an energy when we're operating on the outside channels, like we mentioned, that this